Welcome to Your Health with Dr. Stephanie. I'm Dr. Stephanie Herodopoulos, and today we are discussing whooping cough. You may have seen in the news the increase in the incidence recently. We have a special guest, Dr. Heshmati, who's director of the Brevard County Health Department. Thank you, Dr. Heshmati, for coming on the show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, I've been reading in the news, and this week I'm writing an article about whooping cough and how the incidence has increased. So since you are the director of the health department, I'd like to hear your take on why you think the incidence has increased here in Florida and around the United States.
First of all, in this county, we are in good shape. And we had so far 2 cases this year. Last year we had 4. Year before we had only 5, and we are in good shape because our immunization level is very high. We are one of the highest immunized kids in the state. That's why we don't have that many. But you are right, the number of the pertussis or whooping cough is going up not only nationwide, in whole world, because the number of immunization is coming down.
Well, there's a lot of fear, and I think that's causing the immunization rates to decrease. And I'd like to do some reassurance today, how the vaccine has changed to a safer version with less side effects. If you could just speak to that.
Yeah. The vaccine is very safe. It's very, very safe. You know, we are giving the hundreds and hundreds every day in this county and millions in the United States. And that's the reason we don't have, for example, polio anymore. Right. We don't see measles anymore. Mm-hmm. We don't see smallpox anymore. I can remember, you know, my age, I can go back and remember that, you know, doing so many everyday surgery on polio, you know, children with polio. We don't have any more. It's because of vaccination.
And the vaccine was invented in the 1940s, but before that we had hundreds of cases per year in the United States.
That's right.
Then for decades it went down to about 5,000 per year. And now we're up to, so far in 2012, 18,000 cases nationwide. So that is obviously quite concerning. And I guess we're here to encourage people to do the primary prevention and getting the vaccination. And now the 2012 Federal Advisory Report has said that all adults should get a pertussis booster. And so if you could discuss the tetanus, diphtheria, acellular pertussis booster that adults should get.
Yeah, from 1995, 96, that acellular vaccine was approved. It's very safe. And now the recommendation has changed, because even the adult we give. Anytime you get the diphtheria, tetanus, the best thing is to get diphtheria, tetanus, and pertussis, acellular pertussis. In the United States, we give at age 2 months, 4 months, 6 months, and then 1 booster at 18, and then 1 before school at age 5, 6, and every 10 years you should get that. Right. It's a little bit different in other countries. In Europe, is at 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a little bit different, but the vaccine we have is safe, and is the best way to prevent.
If insurance isn't paying for that booster, because sometimes there's a little bit of a barrier there, could patients go to the health department to get their tetanus pertussis combination booster?
That's right. They can get that. Every patient under 18 is free. Mm-hmm. We give to everybody under 18 free. After age 18, they pay the cost.
I see.
And it may cost, you know, $50, $60, but it's worth it, because not only prevent in adult, it's important that adult, they have children at home, and especially under 1 year of age. In this county, I was looking, we had only 1 case. The 1 person died, and it was only 2 months old, 2 years ago, with pertussis. You know, it's very serious. in small children.
So the take-home message is, even as an adult, you might only get a mild case of it, but really you're preventing the little ones, the most vulnerable, from getting this serious whooping cough that can cause death to them. So all adults should definitely get their booster, and of course encouraging the children to stay on the recommended schedule that the CDC and the World Health Organization recommends. Well, thank you very much for coming and being on the show. I've learned so much, and I'm sure our viewers have learned so much, and hopefully they understand that the importance of being up to date with this booster. For more information on this topic and more health news, check out Your Health with Dr. Stephanie, which runs every Thursday in Florida Today's Health section, or visit floridatoday.com.